What's up, people? This is Jeff Brown coming to you again with Jeff's Wild World of Sports, live from Killeen, Texas. Want to speak on a few things. First off, I want to give a few shout outs to a couple people. Boxing historian, thanks a lot for the call the other day. It was nice talking to you and everything. And my pound for pound list, you should have already got that by now. Julian Foster, love to talk to you. Get at me. I subscribe to your channel. You subscribe to mine. We need to get in contact so we could debate about a few things. Like say what's up to Mr. Universal Sports. I just got your email today. Appreciate everything that you sent to me and on your comments and everything. But I'd also like to have a debate with you about a few things because there's a few things I do disagree with you about. But it's cool. It's all love. It's all love. But anyway, first off, I want to start off with what I feel like is my top five pound for pound list. Everybody might not agree with it, but it's pretty much fact right now. I'm not gonna pull any punches about it, and I will speak my mind on it. So here it is. Number one, first of all, is Manny Pacquiao. For reasons most people already know, he dominated 2009. He fought the better fights. Put on the best shows. So overall, he's your number one. As much as I hate to do it like that, as much as I love Floyd Mayweather, who I'm putting at my number two, but I feel like he should be number one. But he's still a force to be reckoned with. And for all the reasons that everybody already knows, he was the top pound for pound fighter out there right now, and is possibly looking to beat Pacquiao. And yes, I said it. He will beat Pacquiao come March 13th of 2010, or if that fight does come off in March of 2010, I'll get back to that subject in a second. Number three, Juan Manuel Marquez, based off of, he even though he lost to Floyd, he put on a hell of a performance against Juan Diaz earlier this year, and he did everything that was expected of him in both of those fights and proved himself strong. So I put him at number three. Number four would definitely have to be Bernard Hopkins. Coming off of his performance with Enrique Ornelas, I really wasn't surprised that he didn't win that fight. Um, there's not much more I could say. The man is a legend. He's been around a long time, and he's a guy that I feel like he just doesn't get his just due. Um, I've been watching the guy since his days back fighting on BET, and if you don't believe me about that, look it up on the internet. Ask anybody if you had BET back in the day, around about 1986 to anywhere around about that time, from 86 to 88, around in that era. Bernard Hopkins did fight on a boxing show that BET used to have, and he used to come in with big burly dudes. But anyway, getting off the subject. Number five, reluctantly, I would have to say Kelly Pavlik. Um, Based off of his performance, with Hopkins, he still proved himself to be strong. He had a great fight early on this year, but like I said, I feel I've made a statement to a few people before out in the street that I feel like he ducked the Paul Williams fight altogether, and I really think he punked out is what happened. I didn't believe his so-called hand injury or any of it, but it's fine. So reluctantly I put him at number five. Um, as far as the rest of that, there's not enough time to speak on it, but that's a whole nother day and a whole nother show. We'll talk about that soon. But the one thing that everybody has asked me about, and I've tried to avoid it because I didn't want to speak on it because it makes me very upset to even mention heavyweights on my show. I never thought there would be a time when I would say something like that where I don't want any heavyweights on my show. I won't talk about them, but I feel like I have to because it's necessary. Because I feel like I have to put literally an APB out on a dominant American athlete right now. Hell, I'll even take Shaquille O'Neal if necessary. But is there anybody out there that can get rid of these chumps we got on top of the heavyweight division? People, I'm tired of it. It makes me sick to my stomach that we have crap, and I'm tired of watching crap every time the Klitschko brothers fight. Um, I'm only gonna say one thing about Johnson and Klitschko, and that is that Kevin Johnson forgot to punch. He had the right style. He had all the tools necessary to beat Vitaly Klitschko, and he just didn't do it for whatever reason. And what I don't understand is how a guy that hardly lands any punches bruises up and batters Vitaly Klitschko like that. But it is what it is. So he won, whooped the fucking do, and that's hey. But it is what it is. I can't stress it enough. What else can I say about it? That's all I can say about it. It's just like a whole hum affair, and it's just sad. We have no other heavyweights out here in America that could possibly beat these guys. None that have the discipline, the mental aptitude, the skill, or even the right trainer for that matter to even get these guys up out of there that are so easy to beat. I can't understand for the life of me what has happened with heavyweight boxing. I don't know if it's a lack of training or these guys just trying to make a quick buck or whatever, but that's their prerogative. Moving on, I want to speak about Bradley and Peterson now. Great fight, great fight. Once again, Timothy Bradley impressed even me. I still feel like he's a guy that can be a threat to a few fighters in the junior welterweight division, which is talent packed right now. It's probably, I feel like, the best division in boxing right now. Matter of fact, the two hottest divisions in boxing right now are welterweight and junior welterweight, in my opinion. And you might even, for argument's sake, you might even be able to throw the junior featherweights in there because based on the fact that you have so many great fights that you can make right there. But getting back to Bradley and Peterson, I feel like Peterson really didn't impress me as much as he did as he was coming up and preparing to get ready for this fight. He didn't show that heart and dedication that he showed in some of his other fights. But Bradley went out there and he took the initiative. Great ring generalship. He commanded the ring and he dominated that fight. I would say maybe he lost all of maybe two rounds, in that whole entire fight. But other than that, he dominated. His right hand was on fire. He showed a lot of poise, and his skills every time he steps out into the ring are just phenomenal. So I was very impressed with Timothy Bradley's performance. Hats off to the Peterson brothers. They did what people expected them to do. They got as far as they could. Lamont Peterson is still out of there. Is still out there. He still can be a force. His brother Anthony is still a good up and coming lightweight. Hopefully he'll get a title shot soon. Um, Other than that, you also had on that card Vic Darchinyan versus Thomas Rojas. Not really much to say about that one either. I pretty much expected a knockout win. Darchinyan claimed he was going to box. He didn't box. He tried it for the first couple rounds, was getting outboxed against a taller guy as usual, and once he got hit, beast mode kicked in, and he knocked the guy out in the second round. I really don't believe that a second fight with Nonito Donaire would cure all his ills because Nonito Donaire is just a guy that I feel like that really has his number. Um, got a lot of people talking about they have a problem with catch weights out there. Let me say this about catch weight fights, okay? And you people can take this how you want it, but I will say this about catch weights. Um, there is nothing wrong to me with a catch weight fight. I understand, sometimes belts aren't put on the line, but as boxing fans, we should be able, just like fighters, to be able to adapt to a situation and take the fight for what it is. If it's the fight that you want to see, and this is the only way that it can get done to make a buck, or whatever the case may be, if this is the only way you can get these fights done, I'll take it. I'll take it all day. I don't care. I don't care that Pacquiao and Mayweather may be fought at a catch weight. That's their prerogative. But that's all I have to say about that. In closing, once again, this want to tell you guys out there that are following me and you know supporting me and everything. I appreciate it once again. I would love for you guys to get on Skype.com. It's totally free. You have any questions, send me an email. But let me go ahead and close this out. Great talking to everybody again, and keep sending those emails. Keep sending me support. Peace.